down helping his defence. Ahead for Joe McNally, the young corner forward. Minor goalkeeper, remember last year, making tracks into the centre, and he's got a marvellous point. What a dream summer it's been for the young lad who was a minor goalkeeper this time last year. In his normal left full back position. Brian Mullins again to Barney Rock. Barney Rock trying to find Joe McNally, cut out by Mark Healy. It comes to Kieran Duff. Kieran can't get past. Kieran with the shot now. He's good. Jimmy Kerrigan hooked him all the way downfield. Quickly taken by Tiger Riley to John Cleary, and he gets the point. Tiger Riley took that so quickly to John Cleary here. He cut off the ball, got the point, and he's limping just slightly, as you can see. Dublin again introducing Joe McNally's shot, cut off by John Evans. But Anton O'Toole is here recovering. Can he get into Riley? Meant for John Allen, but it's a free out, a foul on Jerry Morgan.
Once again, football has really come up trumps and given us the marvellous excitement. If it was one-sided on the scoreboard in the end, it certainly wasn't that way. And welcome back to you. Well, after the big game in Cork today, Mick Dunn spoke to the Dublin team manager, Kevin Heffernan, and three of the team's heroes, Brian Mullins, Joe McNally and Kieran Duff. Brian Mullins very modestly played down his own role when asked if this was perhaps his most memorable display in a Dublin jersey.
It's hard to say really, haven't had time to reflect on it yet, but I would say that it must be near one of the best Dublin displays as long as I'm playing, because we came down to Cork against all the odds, and I would say that a large majority of people in Ireland felt that we'd lost our chance last week, so coming down and winning so comprehensively.
In retrospect, I certainly would, yeah. I think like Cork, we weren't 11 points a better team than Cork or anything like that, and it doesn't do justice to the Cork effort today that we should finish up 11 points better.
Is this an easy team to motivate?
They're very keen to win, they're very keen to learn, and they work very hard on their game, and for that reason, you know, they are easily motivated, easily prepared. There's something about an All-Ireland day that's different from every other day, and you know.
But Kevin Heffernan rightly pointing out to the contributions there made by the older players in the team. That certainly must make it it must make them feel all the better. And Brian Mullins, nice to see that he has retained his sense of humour after playing such a great game today.
St Anne's is very much a parish team. To me, we're a family.
The first thing I noticed about St Anne's was the welcome.
St Anne's is a family club.
We're in the city, but we're very much a rural country club. Left at the gate are the mountain men and women who come from Glenasmole and come from Bornabrina, and then we have the right of the gate who come from the surrounding areas of Ballycullen and Ballycra and Firhouse.
Started as a club in 1937. It was called St Anne's GAA Club after the local church. We progressed from 1937, where we just had basically a field and nothing else. There was no houses around, to what we have now, which is a clubhouse with fantastic facilities, 3 or 4 pitches, and a lot of players and several hundred juveniles. So our focus would be to win a senior championship sometime in the future.
We're very inclusive of the area. The hall and the whole clubhouse is used for everybody in the parish. The local drama group, the Macra na Ferma, they meet here. Everybody has their 21st birthday parties, their 40th wedding anniversary, and it is a very much community. Considering we're within the Dublin area, we are still a very rural parish. There was a time way back in the early days when it was said the 2 most further football clubs was O'Dwyer's of Balbriggan and St Anne's of Ballinabrina.
The first time I played for Dublin, I was asked to go out, and we were playing Davies here. I was only 18, 19, and I actually refused to go out. I wanted to play against Davies in a cup match, and that's how much the club meant to me. Unfortunately, it didn't go ahead. Mr Heffernan, Lord Merson, pulled the plug on that, so I ended up playing a goal, which was my debut for the senior team in Croke Park against Armagh in the last league match. 12 Apostles were the lads that won the All-Ireland in 1983 against Galway. There was 3 lads sent off, Hazley, Mullins and Tully. It was a dirty day, really horrendous day. I think there was 4 different seasons in the one day, rain, sun, everything. Galway could have beat us that day, probably should have beat us that day, but the Dublin players, in fairness, and they stuck to it. It was a great win in the end. That was probably one of the biggest memories of the lot.
We didn't have a kids committee until Cormac Count was only this year, and he said he had a great idea that we should have a kids committee. And I think what you were talking about was getting all the rest of the boys and girls to have suggestions and that type of thing of things that the adults could maybe organise for them.
There's a small table beside the cafe that I'm going to have built into an office.
You didn't tell me about that.
Yes, I did.
I didn't know you were getting an office.
It said you put a door in.
Okay, we put a door in, so.
Armacra is our nursery, so Armacra runs from the age of 4 right up to the age of 7, where we're transitioning them from games and fun into football-specific games and fun when they get into Go Games. Armacra, it got its name because behind us in the valley is just steeped in folklore between Usheen and Tiernan Og. We found that the Macra was quite a fitting tribute to tie in with the local culture.
The Féile Cafe is running about 5 years. We're here every Saturday morning. Initially it started off as just a place where parents could get a cup of tea or a cup of coffee when the kids were out training. It then developed into a fundraising effort for the Féile teams. Each year the profits go towards kitting the teams out for the Féile. Each year the Féile team, the mentors and parents help out, so it's a great way of getting people involved.
We've never been known as a hurling club, but right now at this moment in time we have a couple of juvenile hurling teams, and obviously the vision to bring our hurling into the future. We want to get a senior hurling team. We want to have a gang of lads out there playing hurling on our pitches. In Camogie we only had the juvenile team. So in the last 2 years we've had the senior team back, which is great. We want more Camogie teams and more ladies teams for the future, because the GAA now and St Anne's, inclusive. We want to see as many lads teams as we have. We want to have as many girls teams as well. If we have 15 lads teams, I want to see 15 girls teams.
What has kept me here and has kept my family here and has kept an awful lot of families here is the sense of community.